My name is Dr. Harvey Abrams, and this is Zack Finch. Zack is finishing chiropractic school in Davenport, Iowa. He's doing his internship with us. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the bone structure in the spine and inflammation related to that. A lot of people get back pain nowadays, especially being sedentary during COVID time. And we're going to discuss like what it actually means in the spine, what parts of the spine are actually being involved, and how the inflammation sets in there and what it does to the back. But more important, things that you might be able to do to help yourself now. So Zack and myself were working with Wellness. That's AAH Wellness, and we're in Mesa, Arizona. So we're going to tell you a little bit about the spine today. So Zack's going to start because he's got a fresh education just at chiropractic school.
How's it going, everybody? Let's break it down simply here. A chiropractor's main focus is on the neuromusculoskeletal system in the body. Now, that's broken into three different parts. The first part is neuro, meaning nerves. The second part is musculo, which is our muscles, and then skeletal is referring to our skeletal system, including our bones. Primarily in the spine, it's made up of 7 segments in the cervical region, 12 segments in the thoracic region, 5 segments in the lumbar region, the sacrum, and the coccyx. There can be some variations in this in some people in our normal population. A chiropractor's focus is on these segments and the way that they interact with each other. In between each of those segments is a joint. With that joint, it consists of bone. It consists of muscles that hold that joint together. It consists of soft tissue, including other ligaments, and discs as well. What we do as chiropractors is we scan the body throughout the spine and the other joints of the body to be able to recognize where these bones may be misplaced. What happens in our body due to thoughts, traumas, and toxins is that these bones can have anywhere from a small minimal misalignment to a large misalignment. And this affects the neuromusculoskeletal system as a whole and other parts of our body as well.
So when you have these misalignments that stay in the body for extended periods of time, a lot of people at some point in their life will go for imaging, which is x-rays, an MRI, or a CAT scan, and they'll be told that they have some arthritis, or they'll have inflammation that shows up consistently. Some people that are older, they basically will show that they have deformed fingers. They can't close and open their hand the same way. They can't bend, they can't sit for very long. These are people that have arthritis built up in their body, and what happens then is these joints right here start developing calcium deposits, and it makes it very difficult for you to move backward and forward, sideways, and that compresses where the nerve comes out. And so people that get pinched nerves, it's because they are getting arthritic changes in their back from the different things, as Zack was saying, about their lifestyle. So some things like you eating foods that might create inflammation, exercises that might be hard on the disc. So people that do things that compress their spine, jumping puts over 2 G's of force. And you think about a G of force, an astronaut will have over 5 G's, and just jumping off of a curb will put over 2 G's of force into your spine. And that compresses the disc, compresses the nerve, and irritates it. The longer you have the irritation in there, the more the back hurts. So the thing about arthritis is pain is the last thing to show up, not the first thing. And so when you're looking at health problems, if you're looking at how pain shows up and you have an inflammation in this area of your nerve because of the disc being compressed, what happens is you're going to get more calcium sent into that area to try to stabilize that. The more you stabilize that with calcium, the more arthritic change that you have. And then eventually you can't move very well, and it may take another 10 years before you actually get pain in this area. So the thing is, you want to prevent this from happening. So getting your body into a prevention mindset where you're getting these discs to have less pressure, to get the nerves to have less pressure on them by doing adjusting, exercising the correct way. And that's what we teach our patients. We teach them how to correctly exercise for their bodies. We adjust the appropriate areas to get pressure off of these nerves. And then we use other therapies where it's lifestyle. Some people need a change in diet. Some people need a change in their nutrition. And that helps nourish that part of their spine or their back to get them healthy again. So, any other comments, Zack?
Yeah, it's very likely everybody is susceptible to thoughts, traumas, and toxins that can create these misalignments in our joints and in our bodies. It's very likely that we can find these joints that need to be corrected in your body as well if you were to come in and visit us. The longer that we keep these joint fixations there, the lack of movement between those bones, the more destruction and inflammation it can cause, like Dr. Abrams was talking about. In the spine specifically, this disease is called degenerative disc disease, where those discs and those joints themselves become more and more inflamed. There's no point in hesitating or waiting to get rid of that pain, to increase the movement throughout your body, not only in your spine, but the other joints of your bodies as well, your shoulders, your knees, whatever it is. So there's no point in waiting to get checked out for these points in your body as well.
So at Awe Wellness, we do help take care of a lot of patients. We've been in practice for over 28 years, helping thousands of patients relieve pressure in their spine to live basically a more abundant, healthy life. So don't wait until you're just in pain. Live a high-functioning life. If your goal is to live a life where you want to be able to move around, golf, like we're on a golf course here, and be productive in your life, even picking up your grandchildren, then keep your spine healthy. You'll reward yourself for it, you'll reward your family, and you'll feel better about yourself and your life. So at Awe Wellness, Zack and I can help treat you, and we're at the Power Road and Baseline at the corner, behind the Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and we're easily accessible at 480-396-4400.